Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SpeakSnack Podcast.
Thank you for joining us.
Do you ever wake up on a Friday morning and feel very tired because you worked hard all week? You look at your computer and you look at your desk and you think that you really need a break from your normal life. You want to see something new and you want to feel very happy and very relaxed with your friends or your family.
That is a very common feeling for many people, and it can be a little bit stressful when you want to go away, but you do not know how to plan a trip. You might worry about the money, or you might worry about the language because you do not know the right English words to use at a hotel or a station.
If you feel nervous about traveling, or if you want to learn how to organize a fun weekend in English, then this episode of the SpeakSnack Podcast is perfect for you today. We are going to make you feel very confident and very brave so that you can plan the best weekend trip ever.
After you listen to this conversation today, you will be able to choose a beautiful place to visit, and you will know how to book a room and buy a ticket. You will learn the best phrases to use so that your holiday is very easy and you can enjoy every minute of your time away.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to SpeakSnack Podcast, where we make learning English easy and fun for everyone who wants to improve their life. I am Lena, and I am joined today by my good friend Bill, who is a very funny person, and he always has a bag ready for a new adventure.
Hello, Lena, and hello to all our wonderful and hardworking listeners who are joining us today to practice their English and learn how to travel. It is so wonderful to be here with you because I love exploring new cities, and I think that a weekend trip is the best way to feel energetic again.
Before we start our exciting topic about planning a trip, we want to ask you for a very small favor to help our SpeakSnack channel grow. If you enjoy our podcasts and you find these lessons helpful, please click the like button right now and subscribe to our channel so you can see all our new videos.
It really helps us a lot when you subscribe, and we love seeing our community of English learners grow bigger every single day from every country in the world. Also, do not forget to share this episode with a friend or a family member who wants to go on a vacation soon so they can learn with us too.
Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, which is how to plan a perfect weekend trip using very simple English phrases. A weekend trip is a short vacation that usually starts on a Friday evening and ends on a Sunday afternoon, so you do not need much time.
I love weekend trips because they are short, and you do not need to pack a very big suitcase or spend a lot of money. For me, a perfect trip is going to the mountains because I love the fresh air, and I like to walk through the green trees and see the birds.
That sounds lovely, Bill, but I prefer going to the beach because I love the sound of the ocean, and I like to sit on the warm sand and read a book. Last year I went to a small beach town, and it was so beautiful because the water was very blue and the people were very friendly.
This topic is useful in real life because talking about your travel plans is a great way to start a conversation with a new friend at work or at school. Instead of just staying at home, you can now say, I am going to visit a new city this weekend, and you can explain what you will do there.
Exactly. And today we are going to use some simple examples to show you how to use the right words for your budget and your itinerary. We will learn words like reservation and destination so that you can feel professional when you talk to people at the hotel or the station.
We are going to have a lot of fun today, and I even have a funny story about a time I forgot my shoes when I went to the beach. I hope our listeners have their notebooks ready, because we are going to share many helpful tips that are very easy for beginners to remember.
Today we are going to follow a story about planning a trip to a place called Sunnytown, which is a very popular place for a weekend break. We are starting our journey at the first location, which is my living room, where we are sitting on the sofa with a laptop and a map.
I am looking at the screen, and I am feeling very excited because there are so many beautiful photos of the ocean and the parks. Lena, we need to choose our destination first, because if we do not know where we are going, we cannot start our plan for the weekend.
You are right, Bill, and our destination is Sunnytown because it is near the ocean and it is only 2 hours away by train. Let's stop and explain the word destination to our friends who are listening at home today so they can use it in their own stories.
That is a great idea, Lena, because a destination is the place where you are going at the end of your journey or your trip. If you are traveling to London, then London is your destination, and if you are going to the kitchen for a snack, then the kitchen is your destination.
Now we need to look at our budget, because we need to know how much money we can spend on our hotel and our food. I want to have a very fun trip, but I do not want to spend all my money in one weekend, because I need to buy groceries next week.
I agree with you, Lena. And a budget is a very important thing to have when you are a student or a hard worker. Let's explain the word budget, because it is a word that helps you stay organized with your money and your spending every single day.
A budget is the amount of money that you have available to spend on a specific thing like a trip or a new car or your clothes. If your budget is $100, then you must try not to spend more than that amount so that you do not have a problem later.
Okay, our budget is good. And now we are at our second location, which is the ticket counter at the big train station in the city. I am standing in the line and I am looking at the big board that shows all the times for the trains that are leaving today.
Excuse me, sir. I would like to buy 2 tickets to Sunnytown for Friday afternoon, and I want to know the time of the departure. Can you please tell me when the train leaves and which platform we need to go to for our journey to the beach?
The man at the counter says that the train leaves at 4 o'clock, and that is our departure time for the weekend. Let's explain the word departure because it is a word you will see on many signs at the airport and the station when you travel.
A departure is the act of leaving a place or the time when a train or a plane leaves to start its journey to a new destination. It is the opposite of the word arrival, which means coming to a place, and it is very important to be punctual for your departure.
Now we have our tickets, and we are sitting on the train, and we are looking at the beautiful scenery through the window. We are arriving at our third location, which is the hotel lobby, where a very friendly woman is standing behind a long wooden counter.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Lena, and I have a reservation for a room with 2 beds for 2 nights starting from today. We booked the room online last week, and I have my confirmation number here on my phone if you need to see it for your computer.
The woman is smiling, and she is looking at her screen to find our names so that she can give us the keys to our room. Let's explain the word reservation, because it is a very long word, but it is very common when you go to a restaurant or a hotel.
A reservation is an arrangement that you make in advance to keep a seat or a room or a table for your use at a later time. When you make a reservation, you are sure that you will have a place to stay, and you do not have to worry about the hotel being full.
Now we have our keys, and we are in our room, and it is very clean, and it has a very beautiful view of the blue ocean. We are looking at our itinerary because we want to know what we are going to do tomorrow morning after we have our big breakfast.
I want to go to the beach, and I also want to see the old lighthouse on the hill because I heard it is a very famous landmark. Let's explain the word itinerary to our listeners because it is a very professional word for a traveler to use in their plans.
An itinerary is a detailed plan or a list of the places that you will visit and the things that you will do during your trip. If your itinerary says 10 a.m. beach, then you know that you will be swimming in the ocean at that specific time in the morning.
Now it is Saturday morning and we are at our fourth location, which is the street market where we are going to do some sightseeing. There are many people here and I see many beautiful things to look at, like the old buildings and the colorful flowers.
I love sightseeing because it is a great way to learn about the history of a city and see how the local people live their lives. Let's explain the word sightseeing because it is a very long word, but it is just two small words put together into one.
Sightseeing is the activity of visiting interesting or famous places in a city or a country that you are visiting as a tourist. You can go sightseeing in a bus, or you can just walk through the streets with your camera and take many beautiful photos of the statues.
Oh, Lena, look at those small wooden boats over there near the water. I want to buy a small boat for my mother because I want to give her a souvenir from our weekend trip so she can put it on her shelf in the living room.
That is a very kind idea, Bill, and a souvenir is a very nice way to remember a happy time that you had in a new place. Let's explain the word souvenir because it is a word that comes from the French language, but we use it in English every day.
A souvenir is a thing that is kept as a reminder of a person or a place or an event, like a holiday or a wedding or a party. You can buy a t-shirt or a postcard or a small toy as a souvenir to show your friends where you have been during your vacation.
I think I will buy a small bag of local sea salt as a souvenir for my kitchen because I love cooking and I like to try new flavors. Now we are sitting on a bench near the ocean, and we are going to relax for a few hours before we go to a restaurant for dinner.
To relax is my favorite part of any trip, because it means I do not have to work, and I do not have to think about my responsibilities. Let's explain the word relax, because everyone needs to do this sometimes so that they can feel healthy and happy in their mind.
To relax means to rest and become less active or worried after you have been working hard or feeling stressed for a long time. You can relax by listening to music or reading a book, or just sitting quietly and looking at the beautiful scenery around you.
I have a small joke for you, Lena, about traveling. Why did the man put his map in the refrigerator before he started his long weekend trip?
I do not know, Bill. Why did the man put his map in the cold refrigerator? Was he trying to find a very cool place to visit?
No, he put his map in the refrigerator because he wanted to have a cool itinerary. Laughter.
Oh, Bill, that is a very silly joke, but it helps us remember the word itinerary, which is our plan for all the fun things we will do. We should also explain the word packed, because we had to do that before we left our houses to come to the train station.
Packed is the past tense of the verb pack, and it means that you put all your clothes and your things into a suitcase or a bag. If you have packed your bag, it means you are ready to go and you have everything you need, like your toothbrush and your shoes.
We should also teach the word sunscreen, because it is very important when you go to the beach or a place with a very bright sun. Sunscreen is a cream that you put on your skin to protect it from the heat of the sun, so that you do not get a painful red burn.
I always use sunscreen because my skin is very sensitive, and I do not want to look like a red tomato when I come back to the office. I think we have talked about many great words today, like destination, budget, departure, reservation, itinerary, and sightseeing.
I agree, and I think our story about Sunnytown shows that planning a trip is not scary if you take it one step at a time. I hope our listeners feel like they can start their own plan now and use these simple phrases to talk to the people they meet on their journey.
I feel much more confident about traveling now, and I think I will start planning my next trip to the mountains tomorrow morning. Let's move to the next part of our episode where we can break down the best phrases so that everyone can repeat them at home very slowly.
Now we are going to recap the best phrases from our story about planning a weekend trip so that you can remember them and use them in your life. We have chosen 12 phrases that are very common and very easy for beginners to learn and practice until they are perfect.
Our first phrase is, I would like to plan a trip. This is a very polite and clear way to tell your friends or your family about your new idea. Meaning, stating that you have a desire to organize a vacation or a journey to a new place. Example, I would like to plan a trip to the beach because I want to swim in the ocean.
The second phrase is, where is the destination? You should use this when you are talking to your friends about where you are going to go. Meaning, asking for the specific location or the end point of a journey. Example, I know we are going away, but where is the destination for our weekend break?
Third, we have, what is the budget? This is a very important question to ask so that you know how much money you can spend. Meaning, asking about the amount of money that is available for a specific purpose like a trip. Example, I want to stay at a nice hotel, but what is the budget for our room tonight?
Number 4 is, I have a reservation. This is the phrase you must use when you arrive at the hotel or a busy restaurant. Meaning, stating that you have arranged in advance to have a room or a table kept for you. Example, hello, I have a reservation for 2 people under the name of Lena for this evening.
Fifth is, how much is the ticket? Use this at the station or the airport when you want to know the price of your travel. Meaning, asking for the price of the paper or digital document that allows you to travel. Example, excuse me, how much is the ticket to Sunnytown if I buy it today?
Sixth is, what time is the departure? This is essential for knowing when you need to be at the platform or the gate. Meaning, asking for the specific time when a train or a plane leaves to start its journey. Example, I do not want to be late, so what time is the departure for our train this afternoon?
Number 7 is, I want to go sightseeing. Use this phrase when you are a tourist and you want to see the famous buildings. Meaning, stating that you want to visit interesting or famous places in a new city. Example, tomorrow morning I want to go sightseeing and take photos of the old museum.
8th is, I need to pack my bag. This is what you say when you are getting ready to leave your house for your holiday. Meaning, stating that you must put your clothes and personal things into a suitcase or a backpack. Example, the train leaves in 2 hours, so I really need to pack my bag right now.
9th is there a souvenir shop nearby? This is helpful if you want to buy a small gift for your mother or your friends. Meaning, asking for the location of a store that sells items as reminders of a place. Example, I want to buy a postcard, so is there a souvenir shop nearby the hotel?
10th is, it is time to relax. You can say this when you are finally sitting on the beach and you feel very peaceful and happy. Meaning, stating that it is now the moment to rest and stop working or worrying about life. Example, we have arrived at the ocean, so it is finally time to relax and enjoy the sun.
11th is, I'll take it. Use this when you find a souvenir or a ticket that you like and you are ready to pay the money. Meaning, a short and simple way to say that you have decided to purchase an item. Example, this small wooden boat is very beautiful, so I'll take it for my mother.
Finally, the 12th phrase is, thank you for your help. Always say this to the people at the counter or the hotel who assist you. Meaning, showing gratitude to someone who has provided information or service to you. Example, you have been very kind, so thank you for your help with our reservation today. Now we are going to do a shorter and faster version of our travel conversation so that you can practice shadowing and repeating. Bill and I will speak, and you can try to say the words along with us at home to improve your speaking speed.
Lena, I would like to plan a trip for this weekend because I am very tired.
That is a great idea, Bill, and our destination will be the mountains.
What is the budget for our journey and the hotel for 2 nights?
Our budget is $200, so we must be very careful with our spending.
What time is the departure for the train on Friday afternoon?
The departure is at 5 o'clock, so please be punctual at the station.
Do we have a reservation for a room at the Mountain Hotel?
Yes, I have a reservation and I have the confirmation on my phone.
I want to go sightseeing and see the tall trees and the big lake.
Me too, and we can also buy a souvenir for our friends at the market.
I need to pack my bag and find my warm jacket for the cold air.
Don't forget your camera because the scenery will be very beautiful.
I am very excited because it is finally time to relax and have fun.
Now it is time for a quick quiz to see how much you remembered from our SpeakSnack episode about planning a trip. I will ask a question, and I want you to think of the answer very quickly before Bill tells you the correct word.
Question 1. What do you call the place where you are going at the end of your trip? The answer is the destination.
Question 2. What is the word for the amount of money you can spend on your holiday? The answer is your budget.
Question 3. What do you call the time when a train or a plane leaves the station? The answer is the departure.
Question 4. What is the word for a detailed plan of all the places you will visit? The answer is an itinerary.
Question 5. What do you call a small gift that you buy to remember a place? The answer is a souvenir.
Question 6. What verb means to put all your clothes into a suitcase for a trip? The answer is to pack.
Thank you so much for listening to our SpeakSnack podcast today, and we really hope that you feel ready to plan a perfect weekend trip. Remember that exploring the world is the best way to learn new things and meet amazing people.
We want to hear from you in the comments section below, so please answer this simple question. If you could go on a weekend trip right now, where would be your destination? Tell us the name of the city or the place in English so we can see your plans.
Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to our SpeakSnack channel if you want to see more fun and easy English lessons every single week. Sharing our podcast with your friends helps us reach more people, and we appreciate your support very much.
Thank you again for being such hardworking students and for choosing to learn English with us today at the podcast. We believe in you, and we know that your English is getting better every single time you listen and practice with us.
Well, I think it is time for me to go home and start packing my bag for my next adventure in the mountains.
Have a safe journey, Bill, and we will see everyone in the next episode for more fun and more English.
Bye-bye, everyone, and have a wonderful weekend.
Goodbye and happy travels.
Thank you all for listening. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone.